I was separated that time from my husband.
And the youngest one left Iraq by the late 90s. So I was alone.
She told me in a very halting voice and in a very frightened words, "You have to come now, right now." I said, "Hey, what's going on?" She said, "I can't explain, just come now or you won't find us, we'll be all dead." In 5 minutes, I was at home. I did not realize that I was driving, I think, 150 kilometers an hour. And then in 30 minutes, we put everything in the car, all the already packed suitcases in the car, got my wife and my 2 kids in the car and run to my parents' house. And the same day, according to 3 of my very close neighbors, they called me and said, "Well, Ahmed, your house was riddled with bullets."
Cluster bomb is when aircraft drops a bomb that actually spreads into multiple bombs all over a large area, so it's considered a mass destructive weapon. It's internationally prohibited, but we were shot with 2 out there.
It was difficult. It was very difficult. You will find maybe 10 families live, different disaster.
I moved to Jordan, and although I was hesitant and reluctant at the very beginning again, but my daughter was only 3 years old at the time, and she used to be very afraid at night.
This family, all the men in the house, the Ba'ath party came and they took, all the men, and they left only, the mother with 9 or 10 daughters.
Later on, we managed to admit them to colleges in Amman, so they came in, but I haven't seen them like for 2 years now.
How can I quit my job as an NBC producer in Baghdad and go to nowhere, go to a vague future?
He went crazy and he just disappeared. He left the house because it's difficult for the father to see his family in this hopeless situation and he cannot do anything. It's really difficult.
Jordanian authorities would not give me the access to the
No, I don't think there are any people in the
territories.
world who would accept that, being occupied by another country.
She got shot at by a U.S. soldier while she was going to work. She was driving with her and having her friend with her in the car. She was driving to work,
Consultation about
and there was a military U.S. boy had. It seems like one of the U.S. soldiers was very afraid of 2 ladies driving behind him, so he shot at them.
Of course, it became the issue of oil.
There was 300 people killed, only in 1 minute.
They got the
I
second
got
shot.
down. I didn't know how to control my state.
Nobody
I
feels
stayed
like that.
myself in a freezer.
Baghdad means where we got to know each other, where we met, where we had dinner for the first time, when we loved each other. It means all our memories. It means
Mazgoof,
my wife's.
our most favorite dish, fish dish. We barbecue it in our own special way, sitting on the Tigris, drinking some alcohol like beer, and then having this mazgoof. Eating pacha, must I'm thinking about food.
And after a while, he said my name. And I went, until this moment, I don't believe that I will get it. And he gave it to me, and I was looking, is it real? Can I check it? He said, check it. I said, is this the new passport? He said, yes, this is the new passport. Do I have to go anywhere else? He said, no, it's done. I have friends there, I have I have my people, the people that I know, the language that I know, the culture that I know. But here, everything is different. Because first, we don't know them, and they don't know us. And this is the situation.
So I can't say that I have the cultural shock, but still, like, there are things that are really difficult. Trying to discover what's this individual box, the American individual box. I'm still searching for a boundary there.
Me and my wife are of the kind who already made research about the United States before coming to the United States. When we were staying in Jordan,
I like to be here because I like to do whatever I think that I can do, and I have a voice, and people will
First,
hear the
because
voice.
I'm the only English speaker in my family.
I like to be here as a woman.
My 2 kids, I know, do not speak English. It means that I have to do everything. It means that my wife is completely paralyzed. I'm gonna have
I can't
new
buy her the ticket
challenges.
and bring her here.
So life here needs orientation. What's happening to the refugees that when they come here, the organizations that sponsor them, they want them to start being self-sufficient as soon as possible. Okay, how can he be as soon as possible self-sufficient? If he passes the language problem, there is still the cultural problem.
And I was saying, I want to come back. I don't want to stay here.
One day when I came, I was with my friend and I saw in the street a piece of wood from a tree. It's cut from the tree and the branches are cut. So it's like this, with the base. The branches are all cut, and I looked at it and I said, okay, this is me. I'm cut from my road, my branches are all cut. So I need now to restart my life, my existence. It's not just my physical life. I need to reestablish my existence. So I don't know.
But I don't have the money to go there, and I'm not sure if
It's
the
4,500,000 Iraqis who are displaced. It makes 1/5 of the Iraqi population.
Juice, she was making them, in the house. So I missed all these things.
If I get back to Iraq now, to Baghdad, I would not find most of them.
I talked to many people about my country, and I discovered that even people, they don't know where is Iraq on the map.
But it's also positive to have the feeling like you have 2 countries now. I feel like American people also need us.
For me, I think what they really need is a one-to-one orientation, like a family connects or sponsors a family.
Everybody, has different power, and everybody has different capacity, so they can help in different ways.
Portland is calm, cozy, quiet, courteous people. Cozy by not mean the weather.
ما عندك شيء تخسره بعد. That's in Iraqi, means you have nothing to lose anymore.
ما حك جلدك مثل ظفرك. In Arabic we have this saying, I don't know what's the equivalent in English, but we say literally, like, nothing can scratch your skin more than or better than your own nail.
I'm 44 now.
Yeah, I'm 38.
I'm 48 years old.
I was born in Baghdad, Iraq.
I was born in Karrada.
I was born in Baghdad, and I was born on the western side of Baghdad.
Baghdad divided into 2 parts by Tigris River, and we live on the east side. So Karrada is close to the river, very close. It's very old, old neighborhood, and back in the history, there were only Jews. They built their own houses, and it's almost like palaces.
It was my grandfather's house. It was a big house in a kind of classy area, let's say, of Karrada. It's called Arasat al-Hindiya. the Iraqi people, especially the old ones, used to live in extended family settings. So it was a big house. I mean, was to enjoy my time there. But then
My family, they were against